The Honourable Clayton Cosgrove.
Mr Speaker, like others across the House...
There's a 5-minute call.
Thank you, Speaker. Like others across the House, no one would wish this day to have come. This is about New Zealand Inc. This is about an industry which is 26% of New Zealand's exports, 35,000 workers, plus an estimated 10,000 self-employed, we believe. But, sir, like others, I say, and I thank the government for its response, it seems to us as observers, and these are questions for another day, that if it is the case that ministers were blindsided, as they possibly appear to have been, then substantial questions need to be answered in coming days and weeks, once we are through this crisis, as to where we got to in the last few days. Sir, this is about, firstly, as others have said, the safety of the smallest individuals, children both in New Zealand and in other jurisdictions. And we have to continue to do everything that is humanly possible to ensure that safety continues and that children do not fall foul, either in our jurisdiction or internationally, of the difficulties that we are now in with these milk products. Equally linked to that, of course, is New Zealand's international reputation. A reputation can be destroyed in this day and age in a millisecond and take months, if not years, of work, both by governments and private sector, to restore. The only way we maintain and enhance that reputation is to ensure that our international markets and those governments and regulators in foreign jurisdictions have trust and confidence that we will communicate clearly, that we will communicate consistently, that we will do all that is within our power, and I include in these comments, of course, Fonterra, to ensure that these matters are remedied. I welcome the government's response in response to the Labor Party and opposition parties' comment that this is above politics, and of course it is. There are times in this Parliament where we need to rise above it, where the national interest is at stake, and one could argue in fiscal terms that the national interest is indeed at stake. I would say in response to Minister Kay that it may well be appropriate, given the non-partisan nature that we have over this issue, and to Minister Grosser, that they may wish to extend to opposition parties briefings in common place about these particular issues. To date, that has not occurred, and we know that there have been other and greater priorities, and I acknowledge those. But I say to those ministers that if we are serious in joining together to resolve this, then those briefings are important. Can I make one other comment, Mr Speaker? And again, it is a matter for coming days, but there needs to be, as others have said, a full and open and transparent set of inquiries into these matters. I note, I believe, from either a minister or the Prime Minister's response today, that the feeling is that there should be a Fonterra inquiry and an MPI inquiry. Can I make this suggestion to those ministers? That is all well and good, but if we are trying to restore confidence in foreign jurisdictions, I think it will be necessary for an independent form of inquiry that goes beyond the government department, that goes beyond Fonterra. I think, given the publicity which is in the China Daily Mail and others, it would not be acceptable for Fonterra to be inquiring into itself, or for the government department to inquire into itself. There needs to be somebody of standing, somebody outside those regimes, sir, who can make a full accounting of the facts, put that in a transparent way, and put that accounting before the Parliament and the people of New Zealand, and enable Minister Grosser and others to take that out to foreign jurisdictions and give assurances that are independently verified that these matters will be resolved and will not occur again. Can I say finally, sir, to those in Fonterra, they will need to look very, very carefully at their conduct over this issue, given Malamine, given DCD, and given this. You must explain, you must communicate, you must be consistent, not only to the parents of New Zealand and foreign jurisdictions, but also to international markets. And sadly, sir, I think they have been found wanting.
I call the Honourable Tim Grosser.
Mr. Speaker, first of all, I'd just like to acknowledge to my colleague